Welcome to Embark College, Mansi.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here, Ashish.
Great. Let me give you a round of Embark College.
Absolutely, that's the idea.
The tour, right? So if you see this is the reception where everybody comes in here.
Right.
And we have these, in the center we have our logo,
Right.
which is upward. We are thinking upwards
Okay, yes.
with our elements of Embark College in it, focusing on empowering the visionaries and inspiring excellence. And one of the very important thing that you would see is entrepreneurs build a nation. So this is a picture of Mr. Ramlal Golcha, who is the first industrialist of Nepal, and he's the grandfather of one of the founders of Embark College, Mr. Shekhar Golcha. And what we are focusing on is entrepreneurs build nation, and only entrepreneurs could bring that change
Right.
into the country, which all of us keep on feeling up. There needs to be a lot of change in Nepal and bringing together. So that is where we are focusing too much into entrepreneurship.
I love the 3 E's that you've used here: empowering, excellence, and entrepreneurs. I think these 3 together can be such a great idea, right? Like empowering and excellence and entrepreneurship, truly what the country needs
Yes.
and the world needs as well. I mean, it's
Exactly.
absolutely amazing to see that here.
Exactly, because that is what the young people in Nepal feels up, where sometimes they don't feel empowered, and there is a lot that can be done into entrepreneurship, and with that efficiency also comes up,
Right.
right?
Right.
And for the same efficiency, if you see this IT lab that we have built, is focused both on business simulation, so that the business students could work on their business ideas, their business plans, and the simulation of their businesses in
Right.
this whole computer lab. But at the same time, this computer lab is also very efficient in terms of technological education.
Okay.
Because in the very near future, we are bringing up IT courses as well.
Super important, I think, because we have so much talk about AI, so much talk about IT being the next big thing. I'm really glad to see such a well-equipped and such a modern lab here. Really, really good job.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank
really
you.
happy to see this place.
Thank you so much. As you very well said, AI and all of these things, that is also what we have included in our business studies education.
Wow.
Because it's not just a technological person who would use it, it is also the managerial executives who need to learn and use it for the efficiency again.
So, do we have the right people in Nepal, the right faculty to actually teach these topics?
Certainly.
AI and management and all of that, like the merging of both worlds?
Certainly. We do have the right human resource within Nepal, and at the same time, we also have human resource who are the teachers, the faculties who
Right.
are from abroad working with us,
Okay.
who have been involved into education for quite some time right now. All of our teaching faculties have minimum of 10 years of teaching experience in international education.
Okay, great.
Right?
Right.
And with a focus very much into business education as well as technological education.
So it brings both worlds together because of also the experience as well as the fact that anybody who's going to run a business tomorrow will also need to understand AI.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. And with that, we bring in a lot of other skills.
Right.
And to make students equipped with a lot of skills, the theoretical knowledges are also important. And that is why we are here in the library.
Right.
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 So this library is with the books, as well as we also have the e-library,
Okay.
right, which gives access to students on different aspects of learning, from journals to magazines all around the world, the
Right.
newspapers, the books, where we bring in the access of University of Roehampton's library as well.
Right.
So every library access that the University of Roehampton in London is giving to its students in London is provided to Embark
Wow.
College students as well.
I love how technology can do this. I don't think 20 years ago we could have dreamt of something like
Exactly.
this. Which is your favorite book?
My favorite book would be Who Moved My Cheese.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's a quick, short read, and that's what makes it
exactly,
effective, right?
exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really love how it is. And if you see the names of the place, we are currently in the ground floor.
Ground, yeah.
So you'll see all the names of rooms are the names of rivers,
Okay.
which is
Yes.
Tarai.
Yes,
which
yes.
is Tarai, right?
Yes.
So which is the plains of Nepal.
Right.
And this place brings to the vision of Embark College. So if you see on the yellow we have Embark, and on the white we have all our vision, where we are looking for. We are looking a lot of empowerment to our students, leadership quality, growth, strength, power, inspiration, desires, and all of these things.
Which is the most important word for you?
For me, would be excite and spark.
For me, would be spark. For sure.
Right?
I love the word
because
spark.
if you just, and that I think the education's motive is to spark that energy and vision among the students, and the rest of the students are equipped to do things.
Perfect. I like this. I love this a lot, actually.
Thank you.
Especially since the word spark is there. It's such an important word for me, I feel. It is about really just starting the spark and then movements catch on, right?
Exactly.
But how do you get that spark
Exactly.
in? That is really the question.
Right.
Great to see that.
Right, and as we move on, so if you see, now the names are the lakes of Nepal,
Right.
which brings us to Pahad of Nepal.
Okay,
right?
great.
And
great.
this is one of my favorite rooms
wow.
in the entire college.
It's beautiful.
So this is the amphitheater,
Okay.
right, where we have about 50 seaters capacity.
Right.
We're focused to have guest lectures in here.
Right.
We are focused to have a lot of presentations from the students here.
Right.
But at the same time, this is also a recreational room for the students, where they
Right.
can come up,
How?
play guitar,
Okay.
watch Netflix.
Really?
Yes.
Can I get enrolled into this college?
Please do.
Anything to watch Netflix on
Please
such a
do.
big screen,
Please
like
do.
in a place
Please
like
do.
this.
And do a lot of those kind of activities that they would love to do with their friends.
So students can actually literally like sort of book this space and be like, we want to do this here on a Thursday evening.
Exactly. Wow. Or on a weekend.
Okay.
Or
Thank you.
or in the night.
I like how you're selling the college to me now, and like now I want to participate. This is so much fun.
Exactly.
This is good.
Because
okay.
all our infrastructure is equipped with RFID NFC cards, where the students can just bump into it,
Okay.
click, get into the campus.
Okay.
So
nice.
they can come up, their access will enable them to get into the rooms
Right.
and do whatever they want. Because it's their premise, it's not our premise, right?
Empower.
Exactly. We are just the managers of this place, but this place
Right.
belongs to the students.
I love how this whole thing is also so empowering, right? For a student to be able to decide that they literally want to, let's say, organize a small event here, and they have a space and they
Right.
have access to it. I think
Right.
that's amazing.
Right.
There's no lengthy procedures to take permissions and letters and applications.
Not
and
at all.
that.
And we are bringing up an app to do all of these things as well. So
Wow.
just book it on the app.
Okay.
That is upcoming, right? So
I am joining.
please do. Please do.
Maybe
Please
not
do.
as a teacher, as a student.
That would be lovely. That would be lovely to have a student like you in here. Now, this is the classroom.
Right.
Now,
What is the capacity, students?
in the masters, we would have a maximum of 20 students in a class.
Nice.
In the bachelors, we would be having about 40 students.
Okay.
And this is well equipped to have these many students in
Right.
here. This classroom is also focused in a way with technology, where this can run synchronous classrooms from
Okay.
the UK
Right.
and from the student's home. So what we have also thought is about things like COVID, where we have to maybe stay. So we are prepared
Right.
for the classes to run online and offline, both simultaneously, synchronously, from Nepal, from UK, and from the students. as
But
well.
will that be an option given to students when they join? Or do they have to attend classes
They
in
have to
person?
attend a certain attendance is must to
Right.
to have the qualified degree.
Right.
But what we also put forward is they should not be disadvantaged just because they could not attend. So we
Okay.
have that kind of setup where
Right.
there is a mandatory thing,
Right.
but they would have to attend certain classes.
Right, right.
But we're trying to make it more interesting for students
Right.
so that they get most out of it.
Of course, like a hybrid model, because that's what I think kids of today want.
Exactly.
We were happy to attend classes, but now they know they have an option to not. So they would want to do it even when they're on the move, even when they're, let's say, doing another job or a project, to have access to that. I think
Yes.
that's great.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's the idea.
I'm really happy to see that. I wish we had all of this when we were younger. Somehow, things were just so different, and in a short span of 20 years, I see the entire infrastructure has changed, and just everything about the way we're taking education is so much more evolved now. We put in so much more thought into the small things.
Yes.
And I'm happy to see that. Like, you put in thought into something like, okay, we have an amphitheater where students have the right to book slots. We have a space where they can choose whether they want to attend online or they want to be here in person. I think it's just very well done.
Exactly. And it's what we need to make sure so that students come to the campus, study, and make the most out of it. The whole idea of what we are providing them as education is not just the book and exams. It is their life which is being made, right?
Life skills over anything else.
Exactly.
I think over the last few years I've realized that I did very well academically, but there were so many skills that I had to pick up much later because my college did not prepare me for those, right?
Exactly.
So many little things, so many things we were prepared, but so many things we were not. So how do you prepare students for the future? I think that's going to be one of the most pressing concerns for college administrators such as yourself.
Very true, and we have very much thought about these things, and that brings us to this student service area,
Okay.
where this totally belongs to students.
Okay.
Right? This is somewhere they can work into in any of these rooms.
Okay.
They can come up and get into any of these rooms, book these rooms again, do
Right.
their activities here,
Right.
do their business meetings here,
Nice.
right?
Nice.
Do their assignments here.
They
So
can
this is-
collaborate.
They
and
can
do
collaborate,
things.
do the
Nice.
teamwork here, and that's the idea about this room, right? And this again brings us to the place which are all Himalayas.
Oh, now the mountains.
So the
Okay,
mountains.
okay. I can see
So-
the Masha food
So
tree.
Tarai, Pahar, and
and
Himalaya.
Himalaya.
So that also is inclusivity for us.
Right.
And as you were saying, how do we help the students in here is by all of these means. So we have our academic guidance unit. A lot of students, when they do bachelor's or master's, they come from different kind of boards
Right.
to this international
Right.
education.
Right.
Not everybody might be equipped to learn what we are teaching.
Okay. Do you see a huge difference in the standard
There-
academically?
There might be.
Okay.
There might be language, there might be different other skills
Right.
that needs to be provided to them. And the academics guidance unit will look into it, what kind of needs that students have, and they would try to fulfill these things.
Okay, great.
Similarly, we have focused a lot in terms of mental health. This is in this age, this is something which is coming up very hugely, and we want to support the students in terms of their wellness. Incubation. So this is one very important aspect of our college, where we provide students with the necessary mentorship, opportunities to pitch their business ideas to investors, and get their things started off.
If you don't mind, who are some of the mentors we're talking to? Who are going to be some people, hopefully industry leaders, who will be able to, I mean, students should get an opportunity to interact with them. But do
Yes.
we have any names that we can disclose?
Yes. So the entrepreneurship unit, the incubation, is led by Mr. Frederick Vachert,
Right.
who is coming all the way from Belgium,
Right.
in Nepal, and he has a very long, wide experience
Right.
in the European countries
Right.
of incubations,
Right.
of business and startups
Right.
in these countries, and we're bringing him in here. And not only that, he has now experience in Nepal for last about a year,
Year and a half,
where he has been working into these aspects. And similarly, our board of advisors are very vibrant.
Okay.
These are the major business leaders of the country who would be helping and supporting the students as well.
So students can actually interact with them?
We are
That's
bringing the
nice.
board of advisors, all the guest lecturers, a lot of these kind of things to the students as well. And again, to all of these, the university that we are partnered with, University of Roehampton, is a very big support. And
Right.
the principal of this campus is the pro-vice chancellor of the University of Roehampton.
Okay, so they know how things are done and it's going to be integrated closer, I think.
So what we don't want is, we do not want any imbalance between the University of Roehampton students and us.
Right. So in Nepal, you're basically getting the exact same quality and standard of education that you would get there.
Exactly.
That's fabulous.
Exactly.
That's actually it's very satisfying and gratifying to hear that. In Nepal also, if you have access to this, why not?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank
Mansi,
you.
for
Thank
being
you so much for having me here. I truly enjoyed this. And I wish we had such great infrastructure when we were growing up. Did you go to a college that looked anything like this?
Not at all. And I, as you said, what we have missed, I've tried to bring in here.
Oh, yeah.
And all of the whole team has felt the same thing. And
Right.
everybody's input has given us this infrastructure.
I'm so glad
Now
to
we
see
want to use this infrastructure very well so that the students would be advantaged in terms of everything that they want in their life.
Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you so
for
much, Mansi.
everything that's going to come your way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.